The nature of perception and reality are a challenge to convey. Most of us rely on what we call hard facts, solid and fixed objects, predictable patterns and behaviors to navigate our lives and society. Others, like Eunkang Koh and Clifton Meador, are looking beyond consensual ways of seeing. Eunkang Koh is an associate professor at the University of Nevada. Her work is inspired by Buddhist ideas that question reality, perception, and illusion. Her work, such as Suggestions for Mr. Rabbit and Ms. Lee, draw from the human circumstances that flourish between reality and perception. The first time I saw Suggestions for Mr. Rabbit and Ms. Lee, I was charmed by the playful personalities of her characters. In one of the two books, Mr. Rabbit becomes anthropomorphized through the use of clothing. But wait, is that a bird beak he's wearing? And a human face mask? Whose eyes shine through that mask? Mr. Rabbit may not be as he appears at first glance. On her website, Koh explains, "We are trained to behave and pretend in specific ways in order to fit into mainstream society. Many people are not conscious of the fact that humans are just another kind of animal with animal instincts." With his human face mask, Mr. Rabbit is reminding us of both our animal nature and the societal mask we wear to fit in. The second book, containing portraits of Ms. Lee, moves through a variety of presentations as well, causing me to think of the phrase, "to be taken at face value." To the unadorned Ms. Lee is added a hat and scarf. Then she's wearing socks, I think, suggesting an elephant. Her humanness is now in question. Sunglasses appear on her face. A paper bag makes her nearly unrecognizable and anonymous. What is her face value now? Only the eyes give Ms. Lee away. Last, we're offered Ms. Lee's gender-bending presentation as she plays with mainstream society's expectations without trying to fit in. Suggestions for Mr. Rabbit and Ms. Lee questions our assumptions of reality and our animalness through these iterations of animal portraits. Clifton Meador has a long history as an educator, founder, and developer of art programs. He describes his work as a combination of writing, photography, printmaking, and design. He uses these skills to make books that explore how the narratives of culture, history, and place are the basis for identity. Of his many fascinating and complex works, Heart is one of my favorites. Meador has built this book around the Heart Sutra, one of the most well-known and recited Buddhist mantras. Gate, gate, paragate, parasamgate, bodhi svaha. Meador prefers the translation, gone, gone, gone beyond, gone altogether beyond. Oh, what an awakening, wow. In Sanskrit, the translated name for the Heart Sutra is the Heart of Perfect Wisdom. This wisdom comes from reality perceived directly, without conceptual attachment. This is difficult for many Westerners to grasp, myself included. But Meador is offering an opportunity. He has designed a sleeve for the book with cutout cloud shapes in black paper to reveal more fluffy and curled, stylized clouds underneath. The directive to look beyond, through the obvious, begins here. I recognized the Tibetan stylized cloud art and fell for the marketing trope that signifies potential enlightenment story ahead. I think Meador is counting on this. I believe he wants me to read Heart, hoping for clues to a transformational experience, and in doing so, become aware of my own exotification of Tibetan culture and religion. He made it impossible for me not. Meador is a humorous fellow, From the first page he offers and then retracts an introduction to himself, the book, and what is going on here. At the end of his introduction, he states, "I'd rather you read this on your own terms." Experiencing reality on our own terms is at the center of the Heart Sutra. Meador is trying to tell us a story of a journey without getting in our way. He does not tell us where he is going or why. We are left to make assumptions from the clues. Paying attention to my assumptions is what revealed Meador's clever tricks. His writing is tightly controlled. He withholds details that feed our Western one-sided romance with Buddhist culture, details that would have allowed me to compare my own travels in that part of the world with his. Meador does tease. He vaguely mentions the international group he's traveling with, but then states, the less he tells us, the better. Finally, he offers us an impressionable moment. I suppose it doesn't spoil anything to say that the guards at the bridge let us walk across to the other side. I was giddy and laughing the whole way across, since this crossing was so unexpected and amazing. I'm sure you will agree that this was really something for me when you know the details. I picked some flowers and gathered a rock from the bank to prove I was there. Evidence of something real, something authentic. I'll show you the rock later. I found this paragraph crucial, as it is the only time in the book when Meador expresses surprise and joy. When he writes the rock and flowers are evidence of something real and authentic, does he mean the realness of stepping outside his own expectations and anticipations of the journey? He never shows us the rock. The rock is his memento, not ours. Heart is full of these sorts of teasers that make us want to skip ahead and not take each moment as it comes. Meador is well known for his offset printed images, the way he separates out colors and layers them back onto the page. In Heart, the unfocused effect leaves me disoriented, but so did my experiences of traveling abroad. Next, I noticed that there is a place in the image that remains in focus, and from there, the color layers slide away. A monastery, a window, a door, a statue, a clock. These focal points help me feel directed and grounded. Then I wondered if it was another trick or a riddle to solve. What eventually occurred to me about the unregistered color separations is how they suggest light breaking through a prism. Not exactly so, but slyly so. These manipulated photographs remind me of illusion and impermanence. Meador takes the idea of experience and physicalness, of solidity and story, and pulls them out of focus so we might see something else altogether beyond. Wow. Suggestions for Mr. Rabbit and Miss Lee by Eunkang Koh and Heart by Clifton Meador delve deeply into our assumptions about ourselves and the world. They open our eyes to new perspectives and offer us wonderment.